Hello and welcome to the presentation for SAM 2013 Word 1. Log into the SAM site, sign in with your student ID. Let's get the document here. In the activities list area, here's the Word 1 project. This project contains instructions, of course. And here's our instructions that we're working with. We're creating a flyer in this case. And we have a start file and a support JPEG file, an image file, and then the credits for the person who created the picture. We don't use the credits, but those are available as well. So here's our start file. Has sc_word 2013 C1 P1A your name _1. First thing you do is you do a save as and change that to an _2. So I'll put this on the desktop, change the _1 to _2. It's the only change we need to make. The other thing that I have is our support file for the guitar. So let me get that from the website as well. Now we'll do a save as and put this on my desktop. So that is saved to my desktop now. So I'll have that. I'll leave that open. I'll use it to upload here in just a minute. So confirm, I'll go ahead and double check that my name appears in the footer of this file created specifically for student name. I'm ready to go. Step 1, change the theme of the document, the theme colors of the document to violet 2. So my themes are here in the design tab, and we're doing the theme colors, and the theme colors are violet 2. So now all of my color palettes are kind of this purplish color, which looks kind of nice. Resize the picture of the guitar at the beginning of the document so it is 1.7 inches tall. So select the document, and then in the context tab, the format tools, picture tools format tab, I can select that, and the size can be manually changed right here, and it's supposed to be, 1.7 inches tall. So that's now 1.7 inches tall. Apply the rotated white picture style to the picture that we're looking at, the guitar picture, and then apply the blue 11-point glow accent color 3 glow effect. So let me do the rotated white first. Select the picture and do the rotated white. So in my picture styles, I see a lot of options here. Now rotated white has got to be one of these rotated pictures. I think it's this one right here, and it is rotated comma white is there. The other part of our instruction is to apply a glow effect, and specifically it's the blue 11-point accent color 3. So blue happens to be accent color 3, but the accents are 1 through 6 as the 6 most right ones. So accent color 3 and 11-point glow. And what I mean by that is I'll select the picture still selected. In the effects option, we have a glow, and in the glow we have some variations here, and I want accent 3. So accent 3, there it is. It's blue, but I knew to do the third column because it was accent 3. A different color palette to be a different issue there. And I think it was the 11, right there it is. Blue 11 accent 3. Make sure that's right. Blue 11 accent 3, yes. Change the paragraph spacing before the headline paragraph. Band needs a bassist. Homeless shelter fundraiser. So this paragraph, we're going to change the spacing before. I think that's what I say. Yes, spacing before becomes 12 point. So I can put the cursor anywhere in this paragraph, and it'll apply to the entire paragraph. Or I can select the entire paragraph by clicking in the right hand, the left column, left margin here will allow me to select. And I want to click in the paragraph group here in the Home tab, the paragraph group. The little arrow on the bottom right will give me a context menu. And I can see there is spacing before and spacing after. Spacing before is 12 point. Okay, and that gives me a little white space there above my paragraph. Change the case of the headline paragraph, which is what we just were working with, to be capitalize each word and then 20 point in center. So capitalize each word. Normally you go into the font here and you look and there's nothing in the font because capitalize each word is actually in a different location. It's here in the case. And if I click on the case options, I've got some options there, and we see capitalize each word is our case, and that's what we want to do. So now each word is capitalized. That's good. We also want to do 20-point font, and we want to center. Okay, our flyer's coming together at this point. Step 6, excuse me, bold the words campus creatures in the paragraph that begins join campus creatures. So right here it says join campus creatures, and we want to bold campus creatures. So select, then apply bold. In the same paragraph, delete the sentence. We have a fender you can use. So here's the sentence, same paragraph. Here's the sentence. We have a fender you can use. Now, as you go on, notice that you can end at the sentence with a period, or you can go to a little bit further, and that's where the carriage return is there. I don't want to delete the carriage return. I'm just going to stop at the period and delete and leave that carriage return in there. It's not visible, but there is, at the end of each paragraph, there's a little extra space there for the carriage return. Okay. In the next paragraph, find the phrase looking for a bassist and maybe a drummer. There it is. Type the phrase "we are" at the beginning of that. Makes it a little more of a sentence rather than a bullet point. I like that. That reads better. Create a bulleted list beginning with the paragraph bluegrass and ending with the paragraph funk. Now, these don't look like paragraphs, but technically, whenever you hit the carriage return, it's a paragraph. So technically, those are 4 paragraphs. And we want to make a bulleted list, so we select and then come up here and make a bulleted list out of those, and boom. We now have, and they even tell us your bulleted list should contain 4 items, and it does. Step 10. Select the bulleted list, which is what we just did, and change the font to Comic Sans MS, and the font color to Accent 5, which happens to be blue, Accent 5 darker 50. So we change this to Comic Sans. They're alphabetical here. So Comic Sans is right there. And the font color, yes, is that right? Yes, the font color, which here's my font color, to be Accent, look at it again, I'm sorry, Accent 5. Accent 5 is there, second to the last, Accent 6 is the last one, and darker 50%. Right there it is. Accent 5 darker 50%. It's also the 9th column in the 6th or bottom row, if you want to think of it that way. Italicize the paragraph. Prepare for classic riffs and odd time signatures. So there's the paragraph we're looking at. And again, 2 ways to do this. You can drag it. You can triple click. Single click moves the cursor. Double click selects a word. And triple click selects the entire paragraph. And then italicize the paragraph. Step 12. Apply the outline text effect, plum accent 1 darker 25%. So accent 1, which is plum, darker 25%, to the paragraph call 555-006-0987. Apply the outline text effect. So here we go. Select the paragraph and then apply the outline text effect. I think I can do that here in my text effects. And outline is an option there. And I want to do plum 1, double check, plum 1, accent 1, darker 25. So outline, here's plum 1, oops, here's plum 1. And then darker 25 is right there, I believe, yes. Darker 50 is the bottom one. Step 13 says to apply paragraph shading. So we're doing shading here for the entire paragraph, using the lavender background 2, 3rd column, top row. So again, select the paragraph, and then the shading is not in the font group, but over in the paragraph group. And here's our shading option. Notice that says shading when you hover over it. If I do the drop-down list to see my options, I want to do lavender background 2, 3rd column, top row. Step 14. In the blank line, after the paragraph, call 555-006-0987, insert the picture, which we downloaded already from the SAM website, support Shelley Cashman, blah, 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 _ guitar.jpg. and then change it so it's 1 inch tall. So the blank line under the paragraph, right here, on the blank line under the paragraph, insert, picture. I saved it on my desktop, there it is. And then change the picture so its height is 1. So select the picture in the Format Picture Tools, change that value to be 1.0. And then finally, add a page border of your choosing to the document. They use the second option, which I believe is the box option. And then change the width of the border to be 1.5 and change the color to be dark purple, which is text 2. So we need to add a page border. Now we have a couple ways of doing that. In the Design tab, we can pull up a page border from the Design tab. That's probably the easiest way to get there. In this Borders and Shading, make sure that you have Page Border selected. Not borders and not shading, but page border selected. You can do, they use box, you could use any of these choices. The color is supposed to be the purple, which is purple accent 2, I believe. Let me double check that. Oops, I can't see it from now. And 1.5 point. I can't go to the other document while this dialog box is open. Let me confirm that that's what they said to use. Dark purple text 2. I don't remember if that's what I used. Let me double check this. No, this is what I want. Dark purple text 2. So I had the wrong color selected. Sorry about that. All right. I think we've done what we want to do. Should look like this. Looking at the document. Oh, I see the picture. I see the text. I see everything. That's kind of what mine looks like. So all is well. I'm going to save the work and close it. And then I'm going to go back to the website and upload it for grading. Get 3 check marks, which is always a good sign. And then go into my results and see how we did on our Word 1 activity. Here's Word 1. Download the results. A little bit of delay downloading. There we go. And we can see that our score was 100 out of 100.